Hello everyone, I'm going to give you an update today on the progress of this week with fighting the evil council people. So first of all, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has reached out to me and helped me and been really supportive. Secondly, I would like to slap down all the aggressive, angry people who've reached out to me. And when I've said, you can't say or do that because you're going to literally get people bankrupt and losing their property or home, have just been evil. So one group on Telegram even banned me, and the guy in there was such an idiot. I've got friends in there, so it's so silly. He accused me of being a bot. Who the hell was I to talk to him that way? And I'm just a bot. And do you know, that's not helpful. When people are asking for help and when people are facing debt, it's really stressful. It's really difficult. I'm coming out on the other side, so I'm in a fortunate position right now, but not everybody is. You know, this can be a life and death situation to a lot of people. And being cruel, aggressive, silly, nasty, spiteful, anything like that doesn't make you any better than the council. So a big shout out to people like that too. Please stop being like that. We're all trying to change this world for the better in the way that we can. We're all trying to stop the unfairness and wrongs that are being inflicted upon hardworking people. So let's remember that we're supposed to be in this together first and foremost. So thank you to those of you who've been really kind and nice and supportive to me. Now, I have sent off a letter today, 1 week later, after the court summons that wasn't really a court summons. Over 60 pages long in a Word document with lots of legal terms, fighting how I was denied a opportunity to talk about my case, defend myself in any way, how I wasn't served due notices or anything like that in the proper order. It's like the councils have carte blanche to just do whatever the hell they want and everybody supports them. So it's really hard to get legal representation because no solicitor will stand up for you and fight you because they've just got this blanket attitude that, well, you just got to pay your bills. And since the pandemic, I've been out of work more than in work. So there has been times that I was on universal credit benefits, so I was not obligated to pay the council tax that month or in those months. I'm also entitled to a single adult discount, and out of malice they've removed these discounts and refused to apply them and refused to give me a breakdown of each month with what discounts have been applied or removed, and just gone after me for an annual amount for a couple of years because I fell behind. Now, I think it's important that people like me are standing up and talking about this because I know that I felt really ashamed for a period of time. I'm 50 now and I've never been in debt. It's embarrassing to be in debt. I like to have pride and dignity that I'm a career woman and I can pay my own way in life, and I do pay my own way. And I'm going to talk about that in another video shortly. But what annoys me is how when you're entitled to having some care and consideration because of your health or situation, they have a duty of care. They have to act under the Financial Conduct Acts. They have to go under government acts, and they have to handle things properly. Why I am speaking out is because I'm a confident, educated career woman. I've paid my bills on my way all my life. And yet I have been harassed and hounded at a time where I nearly died, a life and death situation. You know, my kidneys were failing, my pancreas had died, I was diagnosed with type 1 menopause, Cushing's disease, anemia. I've battled on and off with endometriosis and PCOS since I was a teenager girl. And, you know, at my age, it just all hit. Stress amplifies these things, so they've actively done harm to me and, you know, hindered my healing by causing this stress when all other debtors have just been reasonable, lovely, kind, nice, and just said, oh, don't worry, no, we'll put it on hold until you're better and then I can pay them off when I'm better. Whereas the council their conduct has been disgraceful. So I feel bad for people who, you know, maybe are a single parent whose partner gets out one way or another of paying any child maintenance. And so they struggle to even work or hold down a job because it's really hard when you're a single parent. The only way I survived was by having au pairs, and I needed money to pay for those au pairs because, you know, your kids can't go into before and after school clubs if they've got colds and illnesses, so you just can't work, and then you just get sacked and not rehired, and your contract doesn't extend. There's things like that. So there's a lot of women who can't be as confident or as proud as me, and my heart goes out to people who feel ashamed because they're in debt and can't pay their bills and don't want to speak out, because actually it's disgusting what's going on in the UK at the moment. And it's why I'm leaving. And this is why the council has actually come after me even faster, because they said, oh, she's got a house up for sale, she's leaving the country, and we have to protect our assets. You know, my house is not your asset. And whether or not I wish to leave the UK because I think you're all a bunch of scrounging bums, exclamation marks, is actually none of your business, and it doesn't give you a right to crucify me harder in court and chase me harder to try and get as much out of me before I leave. If you look at it long term, then you should look at people who do earn higher levels of wages, like myself, who are leaving the country and not contributing to the UK whatsoever anymore because of your conduct. So that should be actually a bigger consideration. You've had a lot of millionaires leave, and I am leaving fast because I need a more affordable status of life. Both my twins are ambitious, thank God. They both want to go to university. They're both doing really good in school. And as a single parent in the UK, I'm struggling to keep up with my regular bills. I don't want to jump into a relationship just so I've got a man paying half of my bills with me. And I can't currently support my children in university whatsoever. So I am leaving the country not to avoid the pathetic amount of money the council tax is chasing me for that I refuse to pay on principle because you're blackmailing and extorting it. But I'm leaving the country so that I can support my twins with their higher education, because in anywhere other than the UK, they can get a university degree without going into hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of debt. And also the UK universities are becoming bankrupt, and they're using AI content to do a lot of online courses. So the kids are just going to get a lower quality of education than most of EU countries anyway. So yes, I'm leaving the UK so my children can get an EU passport. They will be able to work anywhere in Europe. They will not be tied, restricted and imprisoned within the UK system since Brexit. And they will not be forced to pay ridiculous overpriced bills when no other European country has to. So, more on that in a moment, but I have sent this letter out. A lot of people have been messaging me, and I can't reply to you all, and I'm going to talk about that in the next video because this one's dragging on too long. So see you there.